Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Woven Life. How are you today? It has been a minute since I recorded something, and I thought, oh, I've got a little bit of time. Let's just do some fun stuff. And I'm thinking a lot about the holidays. We are in November, and that is a potentially problematic, triggering time for people. Lots of things begin to come up, right? So we've already got a full schedule. We've already got a lot going on. And then we're going to add holiday parties and get togethers and family meetings and all of the food prep for potlucks and Thanksgiving dinner, etc. And then the cost of what we spend money on during this time of year, which is we're conditioned to do all of these things. So we're conditioned to believe that Thanksgiving has to be this big meal. I know this has certainly been my experience. And we were conditioned to believe that we had to have this big meal. So I remember going to Thanksgiving dinner and we would have about 40 people there, and there was enough food to feed 100 sitting on that countertop. And we would always overeat, right? Because it was there. And I'm come from a family that comfort eats. So we would eat and lots of it. Then it was, Christmas is coming up, we need to get gifts for people, and I love giving gifts. I love like thinking about a person and what would fit them, and then finding something that meets will delight them. And what I realized is I don't really, it isn't about the gift giving. It is about the gift giving, but it's more about delighting the person than the actual gift itself. But I would go gangbusters at Christmas and spend a lot of money, as if what I did throughout the year wasn't enough for people to know that I cared for them. But there was a realization that came along with that, and I'll share that here in a second. But I would overgive at the holidays because, again, we were conditioned. This is the gift giving season. What I've recognized now is that that is really more of a conditioning for the retail world than an actual need for the holidays. So we've gone to giving, if we give anything, it's one or two things. And our goal for the days that we spend together are family days. So we'll play games or hang out or go for a walk, or when we're in Florida with my parents, we'll maybe go to the Gulf of Mexico or something like that. So we've shifted over to experience from gift giving, it was really kind of hard for a couple of years because I had to break that conditioning pattern, that we get up in the morning and we open presents and then we go make food, and then we do something, and then we make more food, and then we eat, or we sleep and we make more food, and then again it was this overeating, overindulging. And I read this one time that the what we consider flu and cold season is actually sugar and stress season, because it is. We're driving way too much stress into that time period. So I think the message for this right now is that you've got the exploration of this is, why do I feel like I need to do all these things for other people? Why do I feel like I need to cook for 3 days for people that I see once a year? Why do I feel like I need to go into this environment stressed out because, Aunt Helen is going to come all grumpy and trigger me because I see her once a year, and so she feels like she needs to throw all this stuff at me, and then I get triggered and then I leave unhappy. So I'm already stressed, I'm already tired because I've overworked myself, and now I'm going to go hang out with people who love to push buttons. And then I'm not in control of myself enough to go, "Oh, you're pushing my buttons." Big deal. This is what we walk into when we walk into the holidays conditioned, right? And also already in fight flight, like already in this high stress situation. I'm already there. My nervous system is wired and tired. I'm on my last nerve. And guess what? We just added infinitely more shit, like way more crap to do, and way more people to be next to and near and involved with, and more money to spend that we don't really need to spend. And I've seen more awareness around it the last few years than I've ever seen, which I think is amazing. I know we have a long way to go, so we still overspend at the holidays. I saw something like $1.7 trillion people spend it between November and December. Think about how much money that is to buy things that most people have no need for. We moved to only buying things that people either really want, something very special, or something that people really needed. And now we've gone to, like, my son who's 26 is like, Mom, don't buy me anything for Christmas. I don't want anything. I don't want anything for my birthday. So we've moved over to experiences and time together at that time period versus a big expensive, wrapping paper moment. And it has relieved a whole lot of stress. Now, when I say to you, I'm going to encourage you to think about taking the holidays and making less food, eating less sugar. Don't do the Christmas cookies, and either cut back on the presents you're buying or don't do them at all. What does that bring up for you? Throw that in the comments. And if you've got someone in your life that you're trying to talk to about, maybe let's do Christmas differently, maybe invite them over. Now, Stress Rescue for the Holidays is coming up very soon. So if that's something you're interested in, once the link is active, I'll throw it in the comments of this. So look here in the comments of this video. You can also message me and I'll send it directly to you. By the way, the practices in Stress Rescue for the Holidays are good throughout the year. But I kind of geared it more towards how do you get through the holidays without being exhausted, feeling all the drama and the stress and the overwhelm. And then you look at how much money you spent and you go, oh, shit. So this is my goal for Stress Rescue for the Holidays. And then Stress Rescue is this core program that is being developed because we're too stressed. We're too stressed because we're conditioned to be stressed. And then we have all these subconscious beliefs and emotions going on. And we also know how to be stressed out, but not how to calm down. So it's all of that rolled up in the program. And it is not fluffy affirmations and long drawn out meditations. It is active, practical, on the fly, in the moment kinds of things that you can do to bring your stress down, not engage, not be triggered, not go into things with, conditioning, but go into it with choice and decision, planning, responding, and awareness, like eyes wide open, in observation, and in full awareness of what's happening. I would encourage you not only to get the Stress Rescue for the Holidays program and do it during this time period, but continue some of those practices. And then the Stress Rescue program itself goes even deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. We'll keep going deeper into it because there are layers and layers and layers of depth in here. There's the stuff you've experienced in your lifetime, the conditioning of your childhood, your parents' conditioning, their parents' conditioning, generational conditioning, concurrent lifetime conditioning. There can be a lot to unpack. So I'd love to say that it's going to be like one and done, one big session done, but I'm afraid it's just generally not that fast and easy. It is far faster with the techniques that I'm going to teach you than with counseling or anything else, far faster. But there's still layers. As Shrek says, I'm like an onion. Don't get like an onion. Ogres are like onions. So I guess we're all ogres because we have layers of things going on. And we're certainly ogres during the holidays when we're supposed to be bright and cheerful and happy and whatever. And we're grumpy and dramatic and triggered and stressed and we're exhausted. So how does this help you? Throw it in the comments. Would love, love, love to hear from you. What do you need? What do you need from me? What would be helpful? And I'll make sure you get it. All right, my friends, have an amazing, awesome day. Love y'all.